Yo guys, how's it going? It is Mr. Crayfish and welcome back to some more gun mod development. We're doing this today because I said I was gonna do it. Do it. Don't do it. I wanted to do some more gun mod development because I've made some pretty cool advancements with the whole rendering system of guns now that I can actually render all the things I want to render, because previously I wasn't able to render like attachments in the GUI, and however now I can. But I got a cool discussion to talk about around this kind of subject, and how there are ways to do it, but the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I have I can't do it the other way. And I'll explain why, what I actually mean by that. But welcome everybody. I want to get music going here. I know that you can hear probably the bird outside. Bird emojis if you ever hear the bird. Post bird emojis. Oh my god, please. Not now. Not now, please. I'm going to go ahead and get some music up for you guys so it's not like, you know, dead silent throughout these live streams. Dead silent. Alright, here we go. Alrighty. So let's have a look what you guys are saying. Will you release it today or close today? No, I won't. When are you going to release the gun mod, Crayfish? I've been waiting for months. It's still getting there, you know. We're near like completing it. We're near completing it. Hello, what up, Fabby50? What up, Fabby50? I have an old computers. What? Happy Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Who's your Valentine? Who's your Valentine, guys? It's like, where's my dog at? I don't know. I don't even have a dog. I'm the most alone person. Cheese and crackers, my Valentine. Cheese and crackers. Cray, I have a server that's being made, but I do not know any domain webs. So I don't know. Lemon squeezy, not a sponsor anymore. What the? I want to download the mod. You have to wait, dude. Young Greg is my Valentine. Pretty much. Pretty young Greg or Sir Beagles. Happy Love Day. I'm really groggy. My head is playing a sick beat. Literally. Oh my god, how are you, Cray? I'm like, to be honest, I am like probably the most tired person. I have like, I don't know why, but I always go to bed late. Like, there's nothing I can do. I always go to bed late. But like, I got my cup of Java. Got my cup of Java. Single People Awareness Day. Single People Awareness Day, pretty much. Oh god, I need a cup of Java. Hold up. That's good. I bought like these, if anything, my Valentine's today is coffee. You know, so I'm celebrating it with coffee. That's my Valentine. By the way, your ATV mod doesn't work, the new update. It does work. You need to spawn in the ATV through the command, as I mentioned in the description of the actual mod. I hope the original Sir Beagles is not dead. So I'll tell you guys what actually happened. That was like completely on accident. He wasn't actually supposed to die. Like, people might think it's a plot of a story, but he wasn't actually supposed to die. Like, I didn't think about that in mind. But maybe he did die. But he wasn't supposed to. He wasn't supposed to. I reckon I should have done something more like he ended up at the hospital or something like that. He came back from the dead though. He came back from the dead. Alrighty, so I think we're in the gun mod. Oh no, we're not in the gun mod. Oh, hold up. Gun mod. Alright. So we're here, right? We're here. Let's close off a bunch of this stuff that I don't need open. Alrighty, so basically with the gun mod now, what I've done is I have, let's go ahead and fix this up a little bit better. Let's bring that up. Oops. Oh, we got a new subscriber. I saw that. I saw that cheese and cracker fall into it. If you guys are new around here, subscribe right now, because you'll help fill up my cheese and cracker supply jar. I haven't released that update, Unloved Peanut. I haven't released that update yet. I never said I released it. It's the next day for Cray, yeah it is. Basically, oh, today it's not really Valentine's Day for me. Yesterday was. Sorry. But still. I like how there's literally 5 to 6 messages saying the exact same thing. Everybody just spam Happy Valentine's Day! Cray, I have a server now. I have to work hard, sorry if I missed a lot of streams. That's right. That's alright. Happy late Valentine's Day, Cray. Cheers. Hold a corpse. Hey, Cray, help me. A girl said that her Valentine's was me. Yes! Happy Singles Day. Happy not Valentine's Day anymore. Adjusting to the time zones there. If you create a public server, I would manage it. Yeah, the thing is, like, okay, you guys can, like, I don't know. I don't want to be, like... I just don't want to be a part of it, in a way. Because it's going to be too hard for me to... I don't know. The thing is, anybody, you know, you can create a server, but I'm not gonna endorse it in a way. Like, it would just be like creating a public Cray Pack server for people to play on, and it could be anybody. When are you going to release the gun mod? Soon, once everything gets done. Alright, so one thing I wanted to talk about real quickly before we actually do get into this today is item rendering and why I've gone for this kind of option. So what I've done is basically I am overriding, or I should say hooking into Minecraft's render system when it actually like renders items. So that could be when it's on the ground, when it's in your inventory, when you're in third person, or when you're in first person. Those are the kind of 4 options. I'm still going to handle other ones. Oh, I might not even handle other... Oh no, I probably do. I might have to handle the other ones like item frame. I think item frame's the last one. But basically, my mod is like quite dynamic. So pretty much, I don't know how many attachments there's going to be in the future though, but there's going to be a lot of different attachments to all these guns. So basically, that you can do this, right? You can do this in Minecraft, and that is actually, you know, properly bake all these different types of models. So you'd have to create, you can easily create every combination of a gun real easily, right? However, the one like big thing is animations, and animations has already been used in my actual gun mod with the chain gun, because that thing actually spins. So that itself would have to be its own kind of special model. And like the way I'm doing it right now as well does not have any impact on the performance of Minecraft. Like, I'm still using a baked model. I'm rendering it exactly like how Minecraft renders their items in the inventory. It's just basically rendering two of them into one. That's all that's going on with it. So it's not like an entirely bad system. I would say, you know, Forge wouldn't like me doing it. The Forge developers wouldn't like me doing it, but I can do it anyway. You know, that's the, like, who cares? Like, it's not a bad way to do it because I've made it, you know, kind of, you know, it works. You can create mods however you like. Modding is hacking. Programming is hacking. There's things, you know, I wouldn't say it's bad code. But I actually learned something very, very interesting. What about the laser mod powered by Redstone Flux? What's that? Everybody loves the gun mod. I'm gonna release it soon, guys. I'm releasing it soon. You know, the more we work on it, the closer it's gonna get to release. But basically, yesterday, yeah, sorry for not streaming yesterday, guys. I kind of woke up late, too late to live stream, so all you guys would have been like asleep or something like that. But basically, yesterday I learned a new thing called ASM. ASM, do you guys know what that is? You guys are Java developers, you know what ASM is? To put it in perspective, it's basically modifying the bytecode of Java. The bytecode of Java. So that is its compiled form, is bytecode. And basically what you can do is actually inject code into, you know, Minecraft's classes. Or you can even remove stuff as well. You can remove stuff, you can modify, you can inject new code. And basically what I've done is I've injected an event for when rendering items in the GUI. So I can literally control everything now and actually render all my attachments in the inventory. And I will show you guys in a second here. I may as well just load it up right now. ASM is fun. It definitely is. Like, I was like super confused about it before, but now I watched a video online. I'm not gonna lie, I would really suggest you guys, if you want to get into ASM, watch this one video I watched, because there's no other way I would have been able to learn ASM without this video. But I'll show you guys real quickly what actually goes into ASM, because it's pretty confusing if you've never done it before. Especially, I mean, this Forge actually has like a helper, has like a library for ASM, but pretty much this is it. So we are actually patching the render item class. We're patching the render item class. I should probably update a bunch of this stuff. I should just be like, oh no, that's fine. But pretty much we have to find the specific method. So the one we want to patch is render item model into GUI. That's the one we want to patch. You have to give it the descriptor. So this is basically the parameters. It's a very weird format, but that's basically what it looks like in bytecode. And this is where it gets confusing, because you need to actually find you know, where you want to insert the instructions into the method. So there's like ways you can do it. Basically I do it after this method, which calls setup GUI transform. After that I insert my code. So it might look confusing, but this is actually quite easy to write, because what you can do is you can actually just like write the code, right? Write the code like somewhere. And then you can actually just right click here, right? I installed a plugin called ASM Bytecode Viewer, right? And I'll show you guys this. Very interesting. So this is bytecode, by the way. This is actual bytecode here. So if we go ahead and it looks confusing, but like I've actually really been able to understand like a lot of this stuff. Like, so how methods actually work. Right, so how like methods and that type of stuff, when you call them, right, you have to, you know, load the kind of objects before you call it. So you load the first parameter, the second one, and then the third one, and then you actually invoke the method. So it's been a really cool, interesting learning. I don't know what would I call it? Learning journey. Learning journey. But a lot of this isn't actually confusing to me anymore. It's not really confusing to me anymore. So I'm really, you know, still some things I don't know, but this is cool. So this is basically what I've done here. This is a if statement. So if it's not, so basically if the event is not cancelled, is what this is doing. If the event is not cancelled, renders Minecraft's normal. Render Minecraft's normal renders. It might be a little bit confusing for you guys, but it works for me. Texture pack for better FPS. I figured ASM out by one video and then I tinkered it with myself. Yeah, it does, like, okay, basically, if you guys, like, ASM is difficult, and the reason it's difficult is because, like, something that would take, you know, 10 minutes, you could write a method in 10 minutes, however, ASM, if you want to change around code and something, it could take, like, half an hour instead. So, oh no, something, literally, something could take, like, 5 seconds to code, however, ASM takes half an hour to code. Because people don't write in bytecode. This is only for very, like, advanced instances, and that's when you want to modify, you know, source code of Minecraft. You can do it like this, and it's really cool. And this is going to add, like, you know, so many cool features now that I actually know how to do it. Because you guys know how I'm developing Obfuscate. I actually want to add in, like, more hooks. Basically, I want Obfuscate. I've been, like, trying to figure out what I should do with Obfuscate. And, like, with Obfuscate, I want to add in more hooks. Hooks to things. Because Forge just, like, let's say you submit a PR to Forge or something like that. Most of the time they'll be like, why do you want to add that in? They'll decline it. If they do accept it, it won't be out for a while. So I can literally just do anything I want straight away, and that's why I really like this. Takes a while, but basically I added in a hook. But let's get into the game right now. People just saw ASM and left the stream. That'd be funny. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have left. They always just come at the start. If you guys are if you guys enjoy this live stream today, make sure that you go ahead and snap that like button right in half. Snap it right in half. So as you can see, guys, we have, let's go into this view here, so you guys can see the gun. So as you guys can see, we've got the attachment rendering. Now that was already a feature, but as you guys can see in the actual inventory here, it's rendering the scope on it. It's rendering the scope on it, and you can see as well that we actually have two different pistols here. However, one has an MBT tag and it's rendering differently. So pretty much we can, you know, actually render all the attachments on the guns. We can do like anything else as well. We can do, you know, let's get assault rifle. Let's pop a medium scope on that. Alright, let's pop a medium scope on that. Yo, let's pop a medium scope on that. Alright. And as you can see, it actually, you know, shows up on it. I think that's probably one of the coolest things. That was the one thing that was lacking in this mod, is actually showing the actual attachments in the inventory. This one still needs working. There's still some things I've got to fix up with this mod, because that's not actually centered. I'll tell you right now, it's not centered. Let's have a look. Ah, auto jump! No! Get off auto jump! Holy shoot! Why did they enable that by default? So let's go ahead, let's look at something like contrasty here. So I'll point at that corner, right? As you can see, it's kind of down and not centered. So you can render the player holding an eventual phone in the device mode with 2 hands. Yeah, Obfuscate will allow you to do that. So with Obfuscate, you can actually change around the player model. And by that I mean, you can actually change around the rotation angles of the player here. So you can actually put the arms out so they're in front of Steve. And pretty much it means you don't have to override like the model completely, because there was a way to do it, but like you pretty much had to write your whole entire own model player. Not necessarily, but it was a little bit more difficult when you just kind of want to play around with rotation angles. The only problem is as well, is that I want to make this like compatible with mods. But I don't know. Mainly I'm going to be using Obfuscate in my mods. It's still going to be compatible with other mods. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll come up with reports that's not compatible. Like, it should be compatible with Forge. I don't see what's going to be wrong with it. It should be compatible. Oh no, it's not compatible with Forge, sorry. Compatible with Optifine. Because I already do what I'm doing. I already basically do this in Optifine, with Optifine installed. We just have a slight issue with rendering it in third person, but don't worry about that. I think I know what the problem is. So let's have a look at the code. I'm not sure why that's not rendering with the actual arm. So I'll just show you guys how I'm actually doing half of the stuff, but I do want to change this around, just so you know. This isn't final or anything. I'm talking about Obfuscate here. So we have gun render event. I would have used a custom renderer, to be honest. What do you mean? We need a minigun? We already do, dude. You know, Fortnite minigun. I should make a video about that Fortnite minigun. Yeah, something's broken. But yeah, one thing I can't do with iBaked models is actually have like a smooth animation like that. So I'm not sure if you guys can see the chain gun spinning around there. You can't do that in thingy. So we have. So yeah, this is where I've still got to clean up code, so don't worry about it. But as you can see, we've got like these two methods here. One is like entity, one is GUI. Where's held? Oh, here it is. Why was that held? Alright, let's go cancelled on it. Event set cancelled true. So let's say we want to override. Whoa. What's coming up here? It might not be because it's cancelable. Alright, I don't think it's a cancelable event. Hold up, no it's not. Alright, let's reload the game here. Somebody touch my spaghetti! You're a wizard, Harry. I'm buying a new monitor soon, a second one? Dude, or it'll be awesome, dude. Second monitor is the best. Why can't I go back to the start of your stream? It's because I have... there's like an option when you set up live streams to you know, what's the actual latency of the stream, and basically I go ultra low latency because it allows for real-time interaction. So pretty much when I say something, it's 5 seconds after you guys actually receive it. So I like to have like interaction straight away, so I could be like, hey guys, what's your favorite food, and you guys would post it in the chat like, yeah, what is your guys' favorite food right now? Why is that not translating with the arm? Huh. Why is that not translating with it? Oh, it's still not for that too. Huh. What did I do to break that?
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way. I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under.
How did I break that? What? What? Client events, render living. How did I break that? Wait, hold up. That is custom held item. How did I break that? Like, it's rendering in the right position, it's just not translating on a certain layer. We'll just search up the original one. Layer held item. Oh. Here. Huh. I know, I've got that. How did I break it? I don't know. Update in monster 1.12.2, they are. I'm out of class so I can watch YouTube. What up, dude? Crayfish, how do you rotate models in your model creator? I accidentally made my models backwards. You can't, unfortunately. But you can rotate it with block states. If you're creating a block, have it different. Oh no, you can do it all. If you just change around your display properties, if you're using an item, you can change it around with the display properties. And then if you need to rotate it, you can use block states if it's a block. How is it rendering the actual motion? Do render layer. What does this get called? Ugh. Render living base. How am I breaking it? I don't understand how I'm breaking it. Render limb swing. Where does this get called? Eek. Render layers. So F5. Set living animations. Set rotation angles. Oh, it's something to do with my rendering. Oh, that might be it. Hold up. In our actual obfuscate library. Custom model player. Here. Are we cancelling? Biped right arm, biped left arm. I'm not changing anything though. It should be rotating. I know it is. Hold up. Okay, my arm is rotating. It's just the... Let's go ahead. Let's try something here real quickly. Let's just make sure that we got it deleted on this here. So, model, delete that. Don't need that anymore. Let's make sure we can rebuild here. Rebuild project, sorry. Yes, got Modern Warfare and your French mod to work at the same time. Awesome, dude. I'm going to serve the sponsor one. The Viper. Hey, Craze. Happy Valentine's Day. I am sick, which sucks. Ah, damn. I'm still calling you Noodle. That's not I'm still calling you Noodle. I support Cray. I'm not advertising. That's not advertising. It's the limb swing, and I know it's the limb swing and limb swing amount, but I don't know why it's not working, because it should be. And even in the normal Minecraft class, it's not working. So I'm gonna check it out and figure out what's going on. Alright, so it seems like everything's good. What I'm gonna do is just disable So let's just disable that for now. Disable that for now. I might fall into a deep slumber during the stream. If I do, you have an awesome stream, and if I don't, I still hope you'll have an awesome stream. That's alright, Fabby50, if you have to leave. You can call me Noodle, it's okay. Yeah, why'd you change your name around? What the heck? Promote me in the chat. This is why I have Kafifi on hand. So let's have a look here. So I disabled that. Oh. What's controlling that then? Hold up. Alright, let's do that again. What's controlling that then? There's no way that should be working. There's no way it should be working. There's probably something that I'm just missing. At this point. That shouldn't even have loaded. There's something I'm doing that's breaking it. If it is, I think I know where the culprit is. Yeah, it's still happening, so I think it's to do with my gun mod. There's no way it should be working. I know for sure, I've literally just disabled everything. Yeah, and that wouldn't do anything. So it has to be in here. It's not that. Render tick event. So that's... No. Render specific hand event. Let's go return. It'll say if true. Return. Where's that being rendered from? There's something weird going on. Yo. Also, what's going on with the background? Can you guys see that flashing? All this stuff isn't being called because this is all from my custom thing. Alright, so it's not a problem. Where is it being called from? Like, why is it... Oh no, it is actually rendering properly now. It's just because the gun isn't positioned right, but I thought it was. Let's double check the actual resources. Handgun. So like it's... Oh no, I haven't got it. Oh. Why hasn't that got it? Let's try a different weapon. Ah, okay, it is working. Alright. So, let's figure out the culprit. We'll do one by one. One by one here. Let's just add in the layer. This might be the problem here. I am Patreon and on YouTube. Oh, not a fan of me. You should rename your username to Gunmod. rename your username to Gunmod, dude. I might have to leave the stream because of dev business. It's alright. Boxy, see you later. See you later. See you later, hater. So many haters. So many haters. That's fine. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, so that works fine. Cause have a look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the thing I really want to do is like, when you actually hold guns, I want you to be like in a specific position. Cause like right now when I fire, I'm like firing at the ground. Visually, but I'm not. Visually I'm firing at the ground, but I'm actually firing straight ahead. Like, cause let's say you're playing on multiplayer, right? You want to know if somebody's actually pointing at you. Makes sense. Makes sense. If you wonder why I changed my name, scroll up chat, I just read it already. I said you gotta change your name to Gun Mod now. Mr. Crayfish's Gun Mod. That's what you gotta change your name to. So that works fine. I think it's something to do with here. So setting up the actual render living base. I think it's because it's modifying. So render living base. The thing is, we're modifying. What are we modifying? We're modifying a value, a map. Oh, hold up. We're modifying a map. Where's that map at? Render manager. Map. Here. Skin map. New render player. Oh, okay. So we're not doing that though. The thing, what we're doing is we're getting render place. We're getting oh, hold up, I know why. So we're actually getting alright, I can see what is going on. So we're actually need to do that first. So we're actually getting the layers. Is that right? So new custom model player. The thing is, that's completely different. It shouldn't matter which order I put it in, because we're actually modifying the model. Skin map. Render living base. We're modifying this. It shouldn't matter what order we actually put it in. So it's working now. It shouldn't matter. Because we're not changing the object around completely. We're just modifying a value inside of it. Exactly like this one's doing. We're just modifying this and this. We're not touching anything else. Put branding on the gun model, name it like Cray Arms. Cray Arms Inc. If you guys got any awesome questions, ask me. Go ahead right now. Go ahead right now. Is it still live? Of course it is. If you see live, you see live. Okay, so it's something to do with my model. Overridden model. Oh. There you go, guys. So I think I figured it out. So the problem is that I'm cancelling the rotation angles on pre. So maybe it's best we... So where do we do that? I think that's the problem there. Oh no, we're actually calling that. Where are we doing that pre-setup angles? Oh no, that has to be calling. Oh. So apparently... Okay, so that has to be calling now, yeah. Why is that break? What am I doing to break that? Hold up, let's go global, scope, rotates. Layer arrow. Alright, hold on. So it would be model player. Render. But right. Nothing special about that. Entity layers, held item. That doesn't get used anywhere though. Like, this is not my custom class, this is Minecraft. Like, why isn't it rendering though? Why is it translating? Where does it translate the rotation of that? Render held item. So that just translates it if it's left or right. Render item side. Camera transformations. Entity in living base. Render item. Handle camera transformations. That's just about baked models. That's not about rendering. It's not about rendering. I'm just trying to just get down to the point where it actually rotates it. Where does it call that rotation method? Translate to hand. Post render arm. So that's mine. So like, this is like, okay, so basically all my class is doing, because I got like a custom class here, all that I'm doing is wrapping this here with a, with an event. So it's exactly the same, just I'm wrapping it in an event. Let's see if I can do this the same. So, I mean, yeah, I just renamed a bunch of things so I can actually understand it. Alright, what's that? Oh yeah, that's an unused variable. That's why I got rid of it. Why not use a baked model? What do you mean? I've discussed it. I just said it at the start of the live stream. So basically why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it is because mainly animations, especially something like the chain gun, which actually has rotations in it. You can't. I'd have to create every single frame as a. I mean, I wouldn't have to create it as like a. Let's just say like, let's say for instance like reloading, alright? Let's say there's a magazine attached to a gun, right? How do I create that animation, you know? Animations possible with smooth rotations. Have you ever dealt with rotating? I know rotations are possible with baked models, but have you dealt with rotating a predefined... So let's say you grab a JSON model, rotate it, depending on the frame rate. Smooth plant. If you got source code, post me. Give me a GitHub link. Let me have a look. Give me a GitHub link. So you're telling me you have... Okay, so this is what I would want to be able to do. 2 different JSON files, alright? One is the actual rotating bit, one is the actual main bit. So let's say for instance the chain gun here. Alright? Let's say the chain gun here, right? Alright, so the chain gun here, right? 2 different parts. 2 different parts. The body and the chain bit right there. So you're saying I'm going to be able to create a smooth model with that actual chain part, the actual barrel part here rotating around. So there's 2 different model files. You say I'm going to be able to merge these together, rotate it, position it, I should say. You simply need to chain the render. Chain to render. You would simply need a chain to render. But the thing is, I'm already doing baked models. I'm already doing baked models. Both are baked models. They're just being rendered together. People keep saying just simply do this, simply do that, but like the thing is like, how? How? You know? What's your GitHub link, sorry? Just tell me the username. Or I'll find it before. I think I found it. Yeah, I did. What's the repository? smooth plant. StarCraft. It's not there though. I know I found it. It's a repository. Alright. Well, let's have a look. So, quality tools. Where's what package? Sorry, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. Client. Renderer. Model. Oh my god. I know that's model. Post a link in general. Item renderer. What? Render model. Alright, now I'll tell you what you're doing there. You're creating what is known as a model. That's not a baked renderer. What is that? Item brambles. What the? Where's that from? Hold up. Model bramble, model blocks. Yeah, that's different. That's model renderer. That's model renderer. That's not a baked model. No, it's not a baked model. Alright, show me where the proof is, because it's extending model base, which model base is to do with entity rendering. Item render is a baked model? No, it's not. Well, let's have a look. Item renderer. Item render is just... Wait, where is that? Item renderer. Oh, it is. Eye perspective aware model, eye baked model. Get quads, render first person, handle perspective. Okay, so it uses... What does it use? But then how are you doing model renderer then? You would simply need to merge two baked models inside of that renderer. I still don't get it. Super model. Alright, hold on, let's have a look. Super model. Model base. I don't know what's going on here, but whatever it is, it's still not pointing me to the actual, where is it actually baking it? Where's it baking it? Bacon. Yeah. You like, you got an item, I don't know what had it. You're using model. Hold up, let's have a look again. Model parameters. Model renderer, right? You're giving it a model renderer. You're giving it a model base. Item render. Where is that at? What's it called? Item. I'll copy it. It's not a thing. Apparently it's not the class does not exist in your package, in your project. Ah, here we go. Registration handler. So you're saying register. So how? I still don't know how it's actually baking it. Are you actually baking the model? Are you baking the model, or are you just hooking into rendering the rendering method of iBaked model and just still rendering out a custom dynamic model? Like a non-baked model. That pretty much just says, hey, use this instead of the default when rendering is dynamic. Okay. So you're not actually using baked models. I mean, you're using baked models, but you're not actually using, like, you know, using an iBaked model, but you're not actually baking the model. You're not actually baking the model, so it's no different to what I'm doing right now. And it's more of a pain to set up. I tell you right now, it's probably more of a pain to set up than what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't bake it. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. People are saying do the baking option, like to actually bake the models. However, let's say like I want to model, because like all the guns have different height positions for potentially the scopes and everything. So like, let's say I want to combine and bake them two together. I've got to modify the actual raw data of it. So I'm going to modify the position of everything. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Baking it wouldn't, like, because I've got animations in this, right? You know, let's say I want to reload the ammo on this gun, right? You know, I can't create an animation of that really. If I actually have the ammo there render separately, then I can. I can render it separately, then I can like do a really smooth animation on it. That is really hard to try and merge the data. Can't even hit that cow. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, all you're doing is just hooking into the render. Is just hooking into the render and then like creating some methods off of it. Which is not, I think, like, I don't, you know, modding is all about hacking. Pretty much. Because you have to merge to, yeah, the thing is that you have to merge all the vertex data, and like you pretty much have to modify it on the load. I mean, it's possible to do it, but like it's just a super huge hassle to do. When like it's not going to give me any performance increase, right? It's not going to give me any performance increase because how I'm rendering all this stuff is just how Minecraft would render one thing. So like Minecraft would just render this like that. However, I'm just combining two of them together. That's how I'm doing that. Just combining two of them together. There's going to be no performance increase if I bake them together. There might be slight, but like the thing is, if I have all the different types of combinations, right? I have all the different types of combinations of weapons. It means you're going to need to just have more memory. You're going to need to have more memory to actually store all the vertex data. So right now we don't need to. We're just rendering two items together. So yeah, I don't know. How you're doing it is, again, you know, it's just, you know, hacking kind of baked models. It's not worth it because, like, literally I wrote, like, with here, right, you can just override an event to do it. With dropping it on the ground, that was just overriding the entity item model, which took like 2 seconds. And then with rendering it in the inventory, that was actually some simple ASM and then an event, which, you know, is a ton less code than writing an I model, just hacking the iBaked model and still doing it the same way. Still doing it the same way. What about a slim and not exactly the same code from Flans mod? Yeah, Flans does the same, I reckon. They have rendering it dynamically, kind of like we are. There's no way they're using baked models. Especially when you look at the sniper rifle in their mod, that it actually has like an image on it in the zoom. Alright, so why'd the music stop? Every time. I still just gotta sort out this issue with the actual rendering. I think it's to do with, if anything, it's to do with partial ticks. That's my guess. Something to do with partial ticks. It's like 0. So custom model player. Why isn't that working? Does model player have like a tick? Set rotation. I was like, I'm not doing anything that would break it. Model renderer. I'm already doing all this stuff though. Like, what am I doing that breaks it? There's something I'm doing that breaks it. Oh, okay. So, is that to do with resetting the rotation angles? Oh, what the? Oh, I think I know why. So that gets reset after. Oh. So, there we go, we've figured it out now. So it's time to hit this reset rotation angles. Okay. So let's not do that there, let's do it here, reset rotation angles. Alright. Then we don't need that even. Alright, easy fix. Get rid of that too. There we go, guys. Fix that issue now. Woo! Das was difficult. Not really. Partial ticks is simply a matter of time between the ticks. It is never one. Can never be one. Partial ticks can never be one. Perspiration ting. Partial tick effect. You add partial ticks until, let's say, the rotation of something to make it smooth. Yeah, no. That's what I've done a lot in a lot of my mods. It took me ages to figure out how to make smooth animations. Then I discovered partial ticks and how to do it. And I know it like, I know I like it the back of my hand now. I know it like the back of my hand now. So there we go. Reset the rotation angles. We'll get rid of that method too. We should probably commit some stuff because I keep forgetting to do stuff. Alright, let's have a look. Let's go discard those changes because that didn't even matter. Cancel one. We'll say fixed. Fixed. Held item not rotating with arm. Render item event. See you later, Bloxy. Oh my god. Sorry, dude. Spam not tolerated, my dude. Spam not tolerated. But I do like I do like the way that you're actually, you know, you figured out a way to hook into it without even doing ASM or something like that. However, I wanted to like add like a proper event. I wanted to add, I just wanted to add an event so anybody can change it. So like, you can pretty much do anything that you want. It was not I, it was okay. So fix that issue up. Let's go back to the gun mod and what can we do? So we can actually say, right, let's go to the gun mod, gun render event. I want to clean like this all up because as you guys can see, the code is like exactly the same. The only thing that's different is this here. So what I want to do is merge this render item event to be like one thing. Merge it into one thing. And then have like a type of the render. Transform type. Totally not the AVP mod dev who ran away after his library was found out to be posing a massive security breach. Oh. Tell me more about that, dude. Tell me more about that. What's going on? So... yeah, never, because like with ASM, right, you can do a lot of things. Pretty much this guy has been creating a mod called AVP. Go on. Go on. I know it's a gun mod, but adding a butterfly knife just because. I want to know why my game flashes. Can you guys see that? I think it's something to do with how I'm handling things. Or is it MIP mapping? Oh, MIP map levels are 4. MIP mapping's not working though. AP and a new mod called StarCraft were working together to help make each other's mods better. After a while, Rick and the owner of them had a fight and separated. Huh. MIP mapping's not working. I'm pretty sure MIP mapping's not working. I can tell. That ain't MIP mapped. What the heck? Why is MIP mapping disabled? That's why everything's flashing around me. I'm trying to MIP map and it's not. I think it's something to do with my rendering. Something to do with my rendering. Util, render util. Disable blend. Cull face. Base this off there. I base this off item. Let's see, render item. Nope. A man who on every occasion. I just say I based on this. Oh, here. Restore last blur MIP map. So yeah, I'm doing it there. And let's get rid of this. Still flashing. So I based it on this. Maybe this. Still looks the same. Except for the Minecraft part. Oh, there's that. Oh no, it's not. So yeah, I'm not sure why that's doing that. Render item. Just have a look. Render item. Maybe we'll change render. Enable standard item lighting. There's probably extra stuff. Disable lighting. Let's have a look. Disable lighting. Enable. Whoa. Everything like super bright now. Maybe not that. Render item frame. Alright, maybe this one. Yo, it's just no, everything's dark. Yeah, that flashing still didn't stop. I'm not sure why. Like, his mip mapping's not working, I can tell. That ain't mip mapped. Especially when it's on level like 4. Okay, let's have a look at this now. After a while we had... Alright, so I wasn't looking at this. Had a fight survey. The owner of CMC then came back to Rooks under a new cat, and both mods flourished once more. After a while, the owner of CMC snapped and revealed he was the original owner. Afterwards, the owner of SCMC found a class in Rook's library MDXlib that got all kinds of system information and player info such as UID, username, password, email, location, IP, PC name, etc. All the info was set to his own private server where it's checked unsecurely and stored for later use. When this was told on the Minecraft modding Discord, everyone flipped out and covered up his tracks by shutting down his site, GitHub, and AVP mod. AVP was luckily saved by another user called Cybercat, however, he has been in control since he ran away from the modding community. Holy shoot. Glad he got exposed though, oh my god. That's insane. Yeah, like, he just literally abused his trust. He abused his trust. He was like, you know, he created a sick mod and then he added this, you know, this whatever thing that stole his passwords, and then people found out, and that's just how you ruin your reputation instantly. No way you're going to be able to recover from that. Nobody would download your mods again. Thanks for telling me about that story, it's very interesting. You know, I would never do anything like that. I'd never, ever do anything like that. The only thing, like, even other mods do is, like, they will send, basically they'll send, like, a notification to their server if you ran their mod. And usually there'd be an opt-out option, kind of like how Minecraft works. You have snooper settings. Some mods have things like this, but they only, like, you know, it'll let their server know that you're running their mod, and that's it. It'll be all anonymous, no IPs at all. He was not really respected by the Forge dev because he loved to go around the JSON format and all of that. Okay. Like me. Not really. I still use the JSON format, I just render things differently. What happens if I get rid of this? And that too. It's definitely the MIP map. I can tell you right now, it's something to do with the MIP mapping. So let's go ahead, let's reload the game maybe. Hence that iBaked override model hook. It's 100% the MIP mapping because I see it flashing. How about guns mounted on your RC cars? Yeah, I want to do something like that. I want to do it like with the vehicle mod and the quad. I'm trying to get sponsored, Cray. Should be able to do it. If you sponsor, that would be awesome, dude. Because we're almost there at getting our next emoji. Hopefully we can get it. If you guys have ever thought about sponsoring or donating, I actually put your guys' names into the MC info. So if you guys actually donate today, I put you inside of the obfuscate and the gun mod info thing. So here. Cheers to the people for donating during the dev streams. So we've already had Fabi50, Infinite Worlds, Albert, Massive Cheese, Austin TV, Robert Finley. Bunch of you guys already going absolutely crazy with the support. It's definitely the MIP mapping. I gotta figure that out. The MIP mapping. Because that is causing an issue. It's causing an issue, which is not good. Guns mounted to your ATV. To your ATV would be awesome. Imagine the chain gun attached to the sides of it. Oh my god. When you sprint underwater, your character swims. How do you get anything done with the YouTube live chat? You just do, kind of. Slowly. It's not as... like, honestly, it's not as fast, but you still get stuff done. Alright, so what I wanted to do... Like, we're gonna finish streaming in 15 minutes, guys, unfortunately. Alright, so we have this, right? Do another public void on setup angles. Render model player. Oopsie, model player event. It's like a pre. Model player event. Setup angles. Whoops. Setup angles dot pre. So this is a method that I added into obfuscate, which allows me to change around the player's angles depending on, you know, a scenario. So like I'm already using in the ATV, or sorry, the vehicle mod. So if the player's sitting on an ATV, change the model around. And basically it allows me to do it without actually overriding the entire thing. Plus it makes it easier for other mods. Because like the thing is with obfuscate, what I'm going to do is like reduce the amount of code someone has to write. So if somebody was to write their own sort of custom player model just for when they're actually sitting on a certain object, or they're doing a certain action, they don't have to like create the whole entire thing and do the same as every other single mod. They can just access this one event here and handle it however they like. So, you know, you can get the player, you can go entity player, player equals event dot get entity player, right? And then, you know, you could do whatever. You can do player dot get riding entity, get entity. Wait, is that get riding entity? Get entity. This is riding. In the like instance of, you know, whatever, then you can change around the player model. Play Dash Gaming super chat at $2.
Fart mod.
Can you make fart mod? Oh my god! All because I suggested it one time. One time I suggested it. I might do it for the lows. I might do it for the lows. Let me go ahead and stick you into the MC mod info, dude. Cheers for the support there. So let's go ahead and pop your name into here. You can't really see it. Hold up. Let me just bring that over. You should be able to see it now. Alright, and play dash gaming. I'll put you into here. Then I'm also going to stick you into the MC mod info of gun mod. Play dash gaming. Cheers. Cheers for the support, dude. So you should be able to see this in the actual credits of the mod here. So if you go into obfuscate, so here you can see in obfuscate, cheers to the people for donating to the development. And same with here, but obviously it's not updated yet. Or you can strip logs. Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. Oh, oopsie, we weren't supposed to do that. Gun render event. Okay, so let's go back into that. So let's say, so we can do something like player. We can do item stack. Held item equals player dot get main hand, because we only do it for the main hand. So we can say if held item is not empty, and then we can, you know, change if the held item is not empty and held item dot get item instance of item gun, then we can change our render based on anything that we want for when we're holding a gun. Pretty super duper cool if you ask me. So we can change the position of the arm however we want. So let's go ahead and I'll put this on like this so you guys can actually see it. I'm going to change around the values right now. So model player, model equals event, model dot byte right arm. Let's go, sorry, player dot get main get primary hand, because we don't know what enum hand side. Switch. Switch hand side. We'll have to create like some sort of compatibility so it will automatically handle it. For now, what we'll do is just model.byte right arm rotation x equals negative 75. Oopsie, sorry. Event.set cancelled true. Yeah! Yeah! So we probably need to put that down a bit. 65. We should also be using the post event. I might use the post event so then we don't have to cancel it. Alright, we have to reload the game, I'm sorry. Are you making a pistol? I'm talking about the features in the latest snapshot. Wait, what? You can strip logs. Oh yeah, how do you do that, by the way? How do you do that? Because I know there's like, I knew there was like bark. There's no bark blocks, but how do you actually do that? How do you do that, dude? Let me know how to co-ops. Because I was actually playing around with the snapshot, but I don't know a lot of the things. Right, click a log with an axe. Oh, that is so awesome. Alright, so we should have... That's perfect. Oh, you know what would be even better? Make the arm point with the gun. Like my pointing mod. Oh my god, that's perfect. I'm a legend. I'm a legend and a half, guys. I'm a legend and a half. Let me go to the pointing mod. Repositories, Mod Week Season 2. Where you at, dude? Where you at, dude? Mod Week Season 2. Pointing mod. Oh, it's gonna be legendary. Client, model player override. Set rotation angles. And we will modify this a little bit. So this is model renderer. Hold up. Oh no, sorry, model base. That doesn't need. Oh no, yeah, that's right. Model source, destination. Yeah, we'll need to do that too. So model but right arm. Let's say plus equals. So that would be 9. It would be whatever. So it's that. Take. Let's say 25. And then get rid of that. Oh, it's gonna be legendary. Oops. Oh my god. Yay. Sorry, copy model angles. Rotation point. Whoops. Wait, what? Copy model angles. Oh, whoopsie, it was my own copy model angles method. Sorry. I had my own one. Private. We're just doing the rotation. Oh my god. The shenanigans of modding, guys. The shenanigans of modding. It's hilarious. Cray, I'm really scared. I was playing with Minecraft and a thing went of saying I installed a virus. What mod did you download? My furniture mod. I'll tell you right now, my furniture mod does not have viruses. I would have received flack 100 years ago by now. Flans? Where'd you download it from, dude? Don't download things. Don't download exe files. Mods never come in exe files. I'll tell you that right now. If they do, I don't know. Don't trust it. They should always just come in I mean, a jar file can still be a virus, but... Oh. Oh, that's legendary! Oh my god, guys. That is legendary right there, guys. Eh? Eh? You looking at me? That is so legendary. Huh? You know what else is legendary? My NBT skills. NBT is child's play, my dude. NBT is child's play. You outdone yourself again, Mr. Crayfish. It's so amazing, look at that. Now you can actually see other players pointing at you with a gun. The one thing I want to do is like change it. Like, let's say you're actually zooming in, right? I don't know. I don't want that to happen. I want it to actually like put it in front of your face, kind of like. So like, let's say this cup is the gun. Oh, it looks yellow on the stream. It's green. So this is the arm right now, but when you zoom in, I want it to go like in front of your face, so you're actually looking down the scope. But that's still legendary. Ugh. Cray installed it from the Flans mod website. Cray is colorblind. No. I've got a filter on my webcam, which has that orange and blue effect, so blockbuster type effect. So that's why it looks yellow on the webcam, but it's actually green. Like, I show you this even. That looks really like yellow. The labels look yellow, they're not actually yellow, they're green. I could turn off the filter to even show you guys. Properties, hold up. Filters. So here we go. Green. This is what it really looks like. Green. And this is with the filters on. See, look. Then brighten up a little bit. Makes it even more look weird. Oopsie. Oh no, I did turn that back on. Do you have chroma key enabled? No. Because I don't have a green screen. Come on, Elgato, where you at? I was trying to get a Elgato green screen. They do have them here now. So I'm going to probably contact them again about it. And see if I can get involved in that. Alright, so we've done that now. The thing is, like, this is a two-handed weapon. This is a two-handed weapon. So it doesn't make sense that I'm doing it like that. Have a look at this. Oh god. That is not right. The only problem is that I'm still firing the bullets from the actual face. I'm still firing it from the face. I want to fire it from the actual gun. Oh, oops. What happened there? Oh. Null pointer exception. How? Huh. That's weird. Oh. Oh no, that should be right. No. Oh no, I think it's the... Okay. I think I know why. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to have to end off this live stream today. Because I need to get onto creating some videos. And I said I wasn't going to stream. I usually don't stream past 12 o'clock, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this live stream today. We fixed up some bugs. We've improved some things. And yeah. We'll have to make some improvements to the actual obfuscate library as well. Because I want to like merge this all into like one thing instead of having like different classes. So we have like held, entity. I want it to be like one thing and then just have like an enum to handle the different types, just so it's like one method. You should use rays for bullets. I am kind of. The thing is, like, I don't want to, like, to be... Let's say you shoot somebody from a distance. It can't be... I don't want it to be instant. Like, so there's still an entity. And basically that entity could travel 10 blocks per tick. Which is quite a lot. So it could travel 10 blocks per tick. So that's, like, in half a second, right? Let's say you did, like... You made it last for 10 ticks. If it was traveling 10 blocks a second for 10 ticks, that's 100 blocks away. So that's pretty quick, and that's like half a second too. So that's pretty quick. Obviously it would probably be faster in real life, but you know, I don't want it to be too OP. Never do tie challenge. We're gonna go ahead and do Twitter shoutouts real quickly. You guys have a retweeted over on Twitter. Here we go. Donovan Wood, Alex Miller, Haunted Corpse, Zoram, yeah, Alex Lambopoulos, and Fabi50. Cheers for the retweets over there, guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys. Yeah, probably tomorrow.